Now think about this for a moment. Women may admire money, they may even chase status. But deep down, what they truly crave is something money can't buy. They crave strength. Not just physical strength, but the strength of presence. They crave discipline, a man who doesn't crumble when the world shakes. They crave a sense of mystery, a depth that cannot be purchased, only cultivated. Because here's the truth. Money can open doors, but it cannot hold respect. A luxury car can catch her eye, but it will never hold her soul. A mansion may impress her for a night, but it won't keep her for life. What keeps her? What makes her secretly love a man more than money? It's the rare qualities, the silent weapons of Stoicism that separate you from the rest. Today, we are going to break them down one by one. And by the end of this video, you'll see clearly why women can admire money, but fall in love with something far more powerful. Part 1. Unshakable calm. Women are emotional beings. They live in storms of thoughts, fears, and feelings. But when she meets a man who stands like a mountain, calm even when the world is on fire, she feels something no amount of wealth can give her: safety. Deep breakdown. When a man does not get angry at small things, when he does not panic in chaos, when he remains grounded even when insulted, he proves he is in control of himself. This self-control is magnetic. Why? Because it shows her that no situation can overpower him. He becomes the eye of the storm. And to a woman, that is priceless. Think about it. Money can create temporary comfort, but a calm man creates eternal security. She may respect your wealth, but she will surrender to your composure. Part 2. Discipline over desire. Women secretly admire men who are not slaves to their urges. In a world where men chase every pleasure, every distraction, every woman, a man who shows restraint instantly stands apart. Deep breakdown. Discipline is rare. A man who wakes up early, trains his body, sharpens his mind, and controls his lust is like a lion among sheep. She sees that he cannot be manipulated by beauty. He cannot be seduced by weakness. He cannot be destroyed by indulgence. To her, that is power, greater than money. Because money buys pleasure, but discipline builds a man. And women know deep inside that a disciplined man is not only more attractive, he is unstoppable. Part 3. Mystery and depth. Here's the secret. Women don't fall for men they fully understand. They fall for men who carry depth, silence, and mystery. Deep breakdown. When you reveal everything, when you overshare, when you constantly chase her, she loses interest. But when you hold back, when you let your actions speak louder than your words, when you have a world of purpose outside of her, she becomes intrigued. Mystery creates gravity. She wonders what you're thinking, where your mind wanders, what drives your soul. And this silent pull is more intoxicating than money ever could be. A rich man might buy her attention, but a man of depth earns her obsession. 4. Women secretly love emotional strength more than money. A man can buy her roses, but if he crumbles under pressure, she feels unsafe. Women crave emotional strength, the ability to stay calm when storms rise. When she panics, she watches you. If your face is steady, if your voice doesn't shake, you've already won her heart. Money can buy her comfort, but your emotional strength gives her peace. Because deep down, what every woman wants is a man who can hold her world together when hers is falling apart. 5. Women secretly love passion more than money. You can have $1 million, but if your life feels empty, she feels empty with you. Passion is fuel. It's the fire in your eyes when you talk about your dreams. It's the late nights when you're building, creating, moving towards something bigger than yourself. A woman wants to stand beside a man who burns with purpose. Because passion is contagious. When she sees you alive, she feels alive too. 6. Women secretly love mystery more than money. Luxury fades, but mystery never does. A man who reveals everything about himself loses his edge. But the one who keeps a part of himself in silence keeps her guessing, keeps her curious, keeps her chasing. Mystery is not about playing games. It's about having depth. When a man has layers, wisdom, discipline, silence, and confidence, a woman feels like she can never fully solve him. And that's exactly why she can't stop thinking about him. 7. Women secretly love leadership more than money. Money can buy a seat at the table, but leadership earns respect. A woman respects a man who decides, who leads, who moves with clarity. Not a dictator, not a controller, but a man who knows where he's going and walks boldly in that direction. When you lead, she follows naturally, not because she is weak, but because she trusts you, and trust is worth more than all the money in the world. 8. Women secretly love Discipline more than money. A man with money but no discipline is like a king with a crumbling kingdom. She may enjoy the palace, but she knows it won't last. What she secretly loves is the man who can master himself, the man who can say no to temptation, the man who doesn't waste his life in pleasure but invests his time in purpose. Because when you master yourself, you prove that you can master life. And that security, that strength is something money can never buy. Part 9, the power of absence. When you are always present, you are taken for granted. Human psychology values what is scarce. If you are always available, she begins to see your presence as routine, not special. Think of it like air. It's essential, but unnoticed until it's gone. Your absence creates reflection. It makes her ask, why isn't he here? Who is he with? That thought plants desire. Distance creates mystery, and mystery creates attraction. Every great story has suspense. Women are wired to chase emotional uncertainty. If she knows everything about you instantly, she stops chasing. By pulling back strategically, you let her imagination do the work. Her curiosity builds intensity. Suddenly, your presence becomes a reward, not a given. Part 10, emotional control. The man who controls his emotions controls the game. Most men lose their power by overreacting. Anger, jealousy, neediness. But the Stoic man stays calm. If she pulls back, he doesn't chase. If she tests him, he doesn't fold. His calmness communicates strength louder than any words. Silence, patience, and composure are your greatest weapons. Imagine she ignores your text. The average man double texts, begs for attention, and loses respect. The powerful man waits. His silence speaks volumes. She begins to wonder, why isn't he reacting? Why doesn't he need me? That patience flips the power dynamic. You become the prize. Final word, the Stoic way. You don't win her by chasing. You win her by being unshakable. Attraction isn't about tricks. It's about presence, strength, and self-control. A Stoic man doesn't move like the crowd. He moves with intention. He isn't desperate for validation. He is validation. That's why she thinks about him long after he's gone. Remember, scarcity creates value and self-mastery creates desire. The rare man, the man who knows when to step back, when to hold silence, and when to remain unshaken, is unforgettable. She doesn't just want him. She needs him. Because in his presence, she feels the gravity of a man who cannot be moved.